Hi, my friends. Welcome back. It's long time uh, that I did not take uh, vlogging, and because I'm so busy, maybe almost 8 months, or I think 9 months already. But now I will start it again. Uh, Today's topic is all about Ukraine and Russia war. As you know, uh, today Trump and the the uh, NATO personnel, they are having a meeting in the White House, including Zelensky. And yes, uh, Trump uh, said that there's a positive outcome in their meeting, which may be good, a very good, slowly by slowly, a very good outcome. And maybe it's needed time, and they could have a good uh, agreement of Mr. Putin, which before the meeting of Trump and the NATO with Zelensky, uh, they already having also a meeting, uh, personal meeting with Trump and Putin, which they did not elaborate it, but also Trump and Putin said that they they are having a uh, positive talks, although there's no agreement yet. And maybe this time they having that agreement. But I hope, in my opinion, this they will not force uh, to have an agreement if there's lacking or no support for Ukraine to defend itself, to defend, especially who knows after that if it is successful of the peace talk, then who knows, for after many years Russia will attack again. So there should be an agreement to support them, uh, that Russia will never attack them again. As we know, Russia uh, always trying to encroach, slowly encroaching their country, to expand their country, going to Europe. They attack the Georgia, they attack Crimea, and that's why uh, many people don't trust them. But there are some, because of the gases that Russia have. That's why they still manage to have some countries that support them, including India and their allies like North Korea and China and other smaller countries. But if if all countries, especially the uh, bigger countries, uh, grouping each other and supporting each other, that they should stop the supporting or buying the oil fuel coming from the Russia, maybe it will just the war will stop earlier. But sad to say, many were still getting fuel from Russia because it's good price, a very cheap price, and that's why one of the reason the war is still going on. But as what I uh, talk about during my last blog about how to top, topple the Russia government, and they should be trying to stop ordering or getting that products coming from Russia. And the other one is keep fighting their soldiers in their front line, and the long range missile, which was uh, lately given by Biden's administration. Sad to say, it was late during that time. Biden give the agreed to give the long range missile, the HIMARS. It's too late because Biden was out, and comes along Trump, which is, as all we know, a friend of Putin, and that was a very bad decision coming from Biden. Too late that uh, too late to recover that kind of tactics, because Putin and already knows that if Trump wins, he knows where Trump is, which side he is, and that's why it's very hard from Ukrainians to do it. But if they push through up to 3 years, and as we know, the next 3 years there's a U.S. presidential election again, and maybe who will comes next, and will support them and support the Ukraine back their logistic, their needed supply. Maybe they can manage to counterattack and fight back and regain more territories. But it will have people or soldiers dying, more deaths will come. So for me also, it can be better that they have agreed to something today. And Putin, as you know, Putin should agree, because this is this current uh, attack from the front line. I think it's his last to show and to capture more land. If these soldiers attacking Russian soldiers will be eliminated or gone, he will force to have another recruitment coming from mainland Russia, and he cannot accept that, because as we know, as what I saying my last vlog, which is to defeat Russia, you have to fight within Russia, fight in the city, uh, try to try to expand the war within the city of Russia and within the people, the population of Russia. If if Ukraine can have that, can I mean, if Ukraine will successfully manage to get that opportunity to involve the population of Russia, and this this might be having a problem by Ato Putin, uh, especially if it involves politician and big military soldiers, military officers. It will involve, because it will they will having a problem at that point, because if there's another recruitment, a mass recruitment, their family will get involved, their sons and daughters, their relatives, and I think they cannot manage not at that point. They just only take conscript and coming from different countryside soldiers, people, or even prisoners conscripted to fight the war. But within the Russia, in Moscow, within the heart of city, and which is particularly many families and relatives of politicians and soldiers, officers, were living there, and it will become, and it will involve uh, for the war. They will having problem, and even Putin will having problem also, because they might get his relatives, maybe his nephews, niece, and he will get problem if the war will continue. That's why I think, for me, the war of Ukraine, maybe it's near to end, and it's a very hard fought war from both sides. Many lives were taken, but I think Ukraine must accept the the agreement, even it having the will having the to give up their lands, the captured lands. I think it's a good. I think it's a good agreement. Give them the land, but in retake, this is the most important. Take that lands, but Ukraine will be inside NATO. NATO will agree to let Ukraine join them for their defense, for their protection. I think that is the good, which is the better agreement for me. Give up the captured land, but in return, they get inside to NATO. I don't know if in the Crimea land, which is a very hot topic, which is Zelensky don't want to give up. Maybe the topic must be for the meantime going afloat. Don't touch that topic yet. Just leave it there and just try to finish what is doable problem to solve, and just let that Crimea land just at ease, and maybe for the next few years maybe they can have a fight in the court, if maybe, which is not maybe Putin is not that around, and also for me there's no other reason, there's no other answers in solving that war. Give up the land, Crimea will stay at ease, then Ukraine get into NATO. That is the most for me things to be agree with. But if Ukraine don't want it, and or Russia don't want peace, and they continue to fight, the next what they call that thing might be happen is just wait until Putin was taking out, or maybe he was an old guy, so maybe we all people die, and maybe he will gone soon, or and the other president, the next president will be much more very agreeable than Putin, or maybe people uh, will try to take him out. The Russian people may cannot stand anymore for their families dying families, their relatives died, and maybe they, they can no long they can no longer accept Putin. Or the other scenario is Zelensky maybe will be gone, and the proxy of Russia will will be the next president, which is so bad, and Russia will leave them alone, but they will be proxy country like Georgia. Or maybe the other scenario, Zelensky might having a beautiful plan, or his general, and might having a land swap land swapping deal. For example, for me this is a short and maybe difficult or impossible, but it can it can change everything if Ukrainian soldiers, if they have having ships, and they will go around, then disembark in the other side of the world of the Russia, maybe near in Japan border to, not Japan border, maybe in the China place, like there, it's very vast land there, and not in China land, but there's a portion there in the map. I don't know, I don't have a cell phone to watch with. There's a border there that they might have take that portion of land which is not protected and secured from Russian soldiers. Take that using blitzkrieg and hold that very well, and I hope from the support of the NATO, maybe they can hold that and take that vast land, and then maybe they can barter it from that land that Russian captures. It's very impossible, but it can, if it is precise, sudden, which is shocking. There's a shocking moment that the Russian cannot immediately react, and maybe the soldiers from the front line will be softened there, and they can pull out there and go back to the went back and go to the place where Ukrainian disembark and hold another front line. That's the other stuff that might be happening if the Ukrainian having a ship to ride on, I mean to transport and deliver them to the said other side of Russia. I hope uh, that might be the last option, or if Ukrainian wants to get back their land, that they will having a good supply there because it's so far from their country. So they should have been a good support from the Europe, and that's the good. That is only my idea. And but the best thing, but the best uh, for me to say is that they should have an agreement. Russia will having the land, but Ukraine will be protected by NATO, and Crimea will not be touched. It will be having a stalemate in Crimea. Maybe Russia will just control it, but they cannot own it. I think that's the only thing that I know. Maybe Zelensky can have proposed to Putin, and that's it. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.